welcome back to another video slash daily discussion video. Today's video. Now this is actually a real video, not one that you normally see, but I want to talk about, every time when I look at this place, it almost looks like a giant vortex or something like that. So, as currently I know, is that in the recent update slash well, not recent, but you know what I mean, in the what to come in the near future, and we're gonna go fly over here to the reality tree. Wally tree. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering, why is why is no such insurance building these giant balloons, and why they're sending out hot air balloons on the map? It seems like it would be kind of really, it'll be kind of like, and there's like huge supplies up here, right? I feel like they're building something, not on the island, but because of the island's going to be affected by Chrome. I really have a hard time. I have a hard time getting that stupid sprint thing. So I might have a theory or a factor as to what's going to happen next, and I believe that it might have to do with something about the sky. Now, I don't think as you know, there's a giant rift above Loot Lake right now, as currently know. But another thing is to point out is that if you know, in one of the in multiple areas of there are seed / saplings all across the map, like a couple of them. I bet you more of these saplings will start spreading all across the map. But you can see how the reality tree itself, it looks pretty normal to me on this side, but supposedly there is supposed to be a hex on here, but I don't see a hex or anywhere besides that. But you can see the reality tree itself. It just doesn't seem like it looks like it's... It doesn't look like it's appearing in battle labs for some odd reason. Every time when I go over here, you can see like crystals and things like that. So, yeah. But it doesn't seem like the reality tree itself is completely covered for some odd reason. I don't know why, but supposedly it was supposed to be covered, but it doesn't seem like it's covered. Now, if you saw the Herald, how she's kind of like looking to the orb and things like that. Supposedly there's something like kind of like a crystal or something, like a projection or something like that, where she kind of sees things using your special illusion and such forth, and seeing all things basically. But I'm not sure where it is. Maybe it's not appearing as it's not appearing here. I don't know. But I'm gonna go up top and check out the reality tree itself. Oh my god. So, yeah. I talked about, well, I didn't talk about this, but I believe that the island will have to, the loopers will have to leave the island, right? But the question is, where are they going to go to? If, like if you can see, all this chrome is starting to take over the island, and basically the paradigm is trying to figure out what to do and how to get rid of the chrome. And the possibility of that there can only be one possibility, and it has to do with a lot of fire. A lot of fire. And you're probably wondering, it's just like saying, like, why a lot of fire? Well, as you know, that Epic has been, well, Epic is working on a new type of creature. Now, I talked about this if you watch Cypher PK's newest video on him reacting to the trailer of reacting to the Fortnite's Battle Bus trailer, he pointed something out. Now, at first he was pointing out his skin, right? We know that he has a skin, but I don't think he was actually pointing out that specifically. I think he was pointing out for something else entirely, and that was rumored rumored to be a dragon, right? You guys know dragons are the most famous creatures in the world. Mostly everyone wants a flying dragon. I don't know why people wouldn't want a flying dragon. But basically what I think is that Cypher was actually teasing for an upcoming dragon. So maybe that's why he didn't want to. Maybe that's why he didn't want to have a glider instead. And so it's possible, but we still don't know. So there could be a possibility of dragons, possibly somewhere around lurking around the area. But we'll see. Now, one creature that I do want to see return is Colombos. Everyone wants Colombos. Colombos have been gone for a while, and they haven't appeared for a while. So we might see dragons come into the game in the near future. You have to watch Cypher's PK's video, but you can actually hear a dragon, right? You can hear his his Oni powers coming in, but you can actually hear his dragon. Another thing to point out is that there is actual dragon stuff, related stuff, in the not in the battle pass, but in the in his icon, in his icon skin, where if you select his wrap, it's called the Dark Dragon wrap, and believe it or not, that could be also teasing for the upcoming flying animals for the dragon. Now, that's not 100% true or not, but I'm hoping that we will get dragons in the near future, and I'm pretty sure we will, possibly. And one thing I want to see in most cases, why I want to see a dragon specifically, and why everyone else wants to see a dragon, is it probably. Oh gosh, jeez. It's probably. It's probably not going to be used for like competitive. It's probably not going to be available in competitive because of the fact that it's going to be way too powerful. But they may be able to disable. If dragons do come, they're probably going to have like different types of dragons. I bet you there's going to be dark flame, like dark fire, right? Flame dragon, and then moving on to the dark flame dragon. The what's the other dragons, like different, like they have different versions of themselves. So like the dark fire dragon or such forth, or whatever you want to call it, will have probably like different flames. They may have like red flames and then purple flames, and same with the. Now we also saw this in the previous. If you guys remember back in a while ago, where if you remember how Colombos, right, shoots out fireballs out of his snout up top. So basically, he shoots out fireballs outside if you try to attack him. So maybe might use that type of thing for dragons, where they basically they'll shoot out fireballs and they'll set fire on fire and such forth. Now, a lot of people are wondering, is next week's going to be something related to medieval theme? I think possibly. It might be more in the lines with something to do with the sky itself. Now, why am I mentioning this? Well, because a lot of people say that there could be more rifts. However, I don't think there's going to be more rifts coming in the near future. I think this will be the only rift that will appear in Fortnite right now, and the reason why I think that this rift was the only thing that was appearing is because of the fact it has something to do with Loot Lake, and it has to do with that house way over in the distance, right? You guys remember the old Loot Lake house from Chapter 1, Chapter 1 from Season 1, Chapter 1 Season 1, or the, and then if you remember back in Chapter 2, Chapter 2, Chapter 1 Season 6, where the island, where it started floating out on top of the thing. Now, so the really good question is, why is Epic's bringing dragons? Why would they're saying one, they're bringing their one dragons. Number two, why would they bring number two? So you got dragons, and then something to do with Loot Lake. So I believe that Epic's trying to tease something about the sky, because you can see how there's like balloons, like there's a balloon over there, this pirate ship kind of reminds me of Peter Pan for some reason, or something like Captain Hook's like flying ship, or Skylanders or such forth. You know, I always see these type of balloons. It kind of reminds me of Skylanders. I don't know why, because that type of ship, you know, I'm always thinking like, oh yeah, it looks like Skylanders. And you know what's also interesting? That air balloon, right? There's a lot of reference. So, there could possibly potentially that next season might have to do with something with the sky. And another thing is that we got a recent update with the Fortnite just updated the Moon Goddess. As you guys know, the Moon Goddess must have something really important in the storyline, and we believe that she might be the key, or she might be the she that the Foundation mentioned a lot of times. So this we'll see, but I'm thinking that the Moon Goddess is probably the main character slash main person, or maybe even the 0 point, or maybe she's the 0 point. Who knows? But I'm just making my predictions right now. So a lot of people probably will have to leave the island itself. Yeah, people would you can see how people are starting to are going to start boarding the giant blimp, right? And look, and even how you can see the no sweat insurance are all building up. They're all building balloons and such forth, hot air balloons, and even the pirate ship is trying to leave. Now this could be also potentially just something to do with Chrome. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Is that my screen? No, there's nothing over here. What the heck is... Oh. No, there's... Wait, what the heck is that? There's something weird. The clouds were all mushy and such forth. It's now gone. I don't know. It seems like my screen is broken. I don't know. It just looks kind of weird. Oh, it could be my screen. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking at my screen, and I just see this weird kind of almost blob thing. I don't know why, but it's definitely not my screen, but it's in the clouds. It looks like there's a missing texture or something there, but it's gone now. I don't know what's going on there, but I believe that there's something to do with the sky. I just have a feeling it's something to do with the sky, the sky itself, and something to do with the stars, the sky, the stars, and such forth. So why do you think? So the question is, where are all the loopers gonna go? Where are all the people gonna go? Do you think they're gonna create their own artificial island? Possibly. We'll see. But I'm thinking they can't live on this island because the Chrome is just gonna take over more and more and more and more of the island. So they have to leave. They have to leave the island in order to find a new. They have to find a new island. They can't rely on the 0 point itself. So it means that the chrome itself, or supposedly we had to leave the island, and we had to leave everything behind. Basically, well, mostly everything except for like the buildings and such forth. So, but the only problem is no sweat insurance won't have enough power to lift up all the POIs off the ground. They'll probably only lift up the buildings, but not the land itself. So, because the Chrome is on land, right? And you can't lift that up. So I imagine they'll have to create an artificial island up in the clouds or such. Maybe a sky city. Who knows? It'd be kind of cool just having a sky city or something like that, like a steampunk kind of vibe to it. So maybe something like to do with the sky itself, right? You have the maybe we'll have to use the 0 point to help create the. Oh, they fixed the moon itself. Wow, that's crazy. They actually fixed the moon because it was all like different, right? So they're probably gonna have to build an artificial island. Still, I'm possibly thinking that they could. Also, there's like a weird kind of star formation there. Looks almost like a bunch of like something seeping through. I don't know what's going on there. It seems like it's like all this. Like you can see all the other stars are like you got some purples and blues and such forth, right? And then you got some like Milky Way kind of such forth. But I mean, the fact is, when I look at this, it's gonna look weird. So I believe we'll have to leave the island. Ooh, that's a beautiful sunset right there. Wow. Wow. Whoa. What the heck is that? What the heck? Whoa. It almost looks like an egg. That's crazy. Oh, wow. That looks really cool. The sun just rising at the sunrise. That is amazing. Wow. That's crazy. You can see the sun kind of like, it almost looks like a giant egg. Almost. You can see like the sun is super yellow. Right? Super yellow. So, super yellow. But I believe that the loopers will have to create their own artificial island, and probably that the 0 point is telling us to leave. Basically, that's why maybe that island over there, the Loot Lake house is telling us to leave or something like that. Who knows? But we still don't know. Right now, the story quest line is still rather subtle. Also, there's a new radio tower, I think, right over there. I think they had to replace the old one. The old one that was destroyed by virology. But I believe that they will have to replace. I mean, not replace, but they will have to create their own artificial island above the clouds, and basically, the Herald probably will take over the island entirely, and we'll have to live above the clouds, basically. That's likely story. What the heck is that? What? There's something weird. Oh, that's so weird. I keep seeing weird things. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if new, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye. Also, another thing to take note. I'm just gonna say this once. I'm not sure if everything's correct or not. I'm just making my predictions. But you can see like why would they bring the old Loot Lake house back? Right? If you remember back in Chapter 1, Season X, where it was flying across the map. So basically, and there's like literally like some kind of like tornado and sent around where the sanctuary used to be, and there's even like balloons and such for it. So I imagine we'll have to create some artificial island. Anyways, yep. Okay, well, see you guys later. Goodbye.